God's advice today. Have you ever felt that God is trying to speak to you, yet in the busyness of life, His signs go unnoticed? This message invites you to pause, reflect, and open your heart. Perhaps this is exactly what you needed to hear today. Watch until the end with openness, and if these words touch you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive more messages like this. Don't forget to check the pinned comment for a 1-minute prayer and a recommended message to help strengthen your faith even more. God said, "My son, listen to me with all the attention of your heart, because today I speak to you from a place far above all human understanding. I called you into this moment before the light ever touched your eyes for the first time. Before you were formed in the womb, I already knew you. I consecrated you. I established over your life a destiny that no one can stop. My words are life, and they never return empty. They accomplish the purpose for which I send them. Today, I send them to heal what wounded you, to rebuild what was broken, to restore what others said was lost. Do not fear, for I am your light in the darkest night, your refuge in the day of trouble. And when the voices of doubt try to suffocate your hope, I whisper into your spirit, I am with you. Even if mountains move and the seas roar, my love for you remains firm and unshakable. I heal the brokenhearted and I restore the strength of the one who can no longer fight. You feel that you are ready for a deep change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Sometimes all it takes is one small step of faith to open the doors of abundance, peace, and the blessings I have already prepared for you. A simple 1-minute prayer can be the beginning of a spiritual journey that transforms the inside and reflects on the outside. If you desire to attract more light, balance, and prosperity, spiritually and materially, go to the link in the first comment. There you will find a simple practice, guided with love, that will help you connect more deeply with my divine presence in your life. Today, my son, I make it clear before you, what I have prepared for your life will not be moved by contrary winds, because my promises are rock, and an eternal rock cannot be shaken. Comment, I receive this word and I rest in the arms of God. I see you when the world does not see you. I hear the silent cry of your soul when your eyes can no longer produce tears. I know you considered giving up in nights so long they felt endless. I know you tried to hold on to your faith when your hands were empty and your heart was tired. But none of that pushed me away from you. On the contrary, it was in those moments that I carried you, that I hid you from attacks you did not see, that I protected your mind from what tried to destroy it. You asked many times, why so much silence? But I tell you today with everlasting love, my silence was never absence, it was construction. While you believed nothing was happening, I was shaping your strength, aligning paths, preparing encounters, opening doors that needed to open and closing doors that needed to remain shut. I did not abandon you, I matured you. I did not deny you answers, I prepared them perfectly. Comment, God never left me, He always took care of me. My child, I am accelerating processes in your life. What took years to move will change direction in days. What seemed far will be brought near, and what I promised you will begin to manifest so clearly that even those who doubted will see my hand at work. For I open roads in the desert and make rivers flow where the land was dry. There is no chain my hand cannot break, no door I cannot open. I speak and it comes to pass, I command and it is done, I breathe and the winds obey. Therefore, do not look at what hurt you. Do not fear what others tried to steal from you. Do not worry about what was delayed, for everything will align according to what I spoke over your spirit. I am the one who makes all things new. the one who calls into existence what does not yet exist. And I declare over you, this is the time of return, this is the time of harvest, this is the time when the seeds you watered with tears will rise. Comment, God is accelerating what belongs to me. I saw when you loved and were not loved the same way. I know the burden of trusting and being betrayed, of giving and then being forgotten, of helping and then being pushed aside as if your worth were invisible. But today I tell you, no act of kindness from your heart was ignored in heaven. Every tear that fell while you were alone was sown in holy ground. Not one seed from your hands will fail to return multiplied. The justice you were denied, I will bring with perfection. The love you lacked, I will pour out in abundance. The honor that was taken from you, I will restore in front of witnesses. Shame will not remain over you, for I remove disgrace, I lift your head, and I place honor where others tried to diminish you. Some did not understand your heart, but I always understood it, because I created it. Comment, I believe in God's justice and restoration. Come closer to me with confidence, for I pour over you a peace the world does not know and cannot give. When the winds rise, remember, I calm storms. When fear tries to enter, declare, you are my eternal rock. And when insecurity screams, I will tell you, I have thoughts of peace and not of evil for you, thoughts to give you a future filled with hope. I hide you under the shadow of my wings, I command my angels to guard you in all your ways, I strengthen you when your legs tremble and your strength fades. You are not weak, you are being renewed. You are not defeated, you are being trained for greater victories. The battle you face is not a sign of abandonment, it is the announcement of triumph. And I tell you, do not surrender to exhaustion. Breathe, for my spirit sustains you. Comment, the peace of God rules my heart. Did you know that there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-seated beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to explore this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. There is a movement taking place within you right now, even if you do not fully perceive it. I am aligning memories, healing painful impressions, touching old wounds that shaped the way you see life. I am undoing the lies that made you believe you were not enough, that no one would stay, that nothing good would ever be possible for you. I speak gently to the deepest part of who you are. You are chosen, you are loved, you are precious to me. You were never a mistake, you were never an accident, you were never a random event in the universe. You carry eternal value, a glorious destiny, a purpose that surpasses human explanations. So do not fear the work I am doing inside you. Some emotions rise to the surface not to destroy you, but to free you from them. I do not reveal wounds to embarrass you, I bring them to light so they may be healed. Every tear has meaning. Every memory I touch becomes a testimony in the making. I am building a new understanding inside of you, rewriting your inner language, restoring your identity. Trust the process I began. What I start, I complete, and what I complete becomes a fountain of life not only for you, but for many who will one day be touched by your journey. I prepare a table before you in the presence of those who desired to see you fall. I cover you with honor, I place fresh oil upon your head, and I cause your cup to overflow. That which was used to harm you, I will turn into a living testimony of my faithfulness. What was once shame will become a platform of grace. What was humiliation will become a bridge toward miracle. What was loss will produce a harvest. I lead all things to work for the good of those who love me, and you are among them. Even if you walk through the darkest valley, you will not fear, for I am with you. My staff comforts you, my presence sustains you, my love upholds you. Prepare yourself, because days of laughter will come where mourning once lived. Days of rest will emerge where battles once consumed your strength. Days of pure joy will rise in the very places where you believed there was nothing left for you. I am not finished with your story. I am restoring your dignity and lifting your head. What I pour into you will overflow, touching your house, your relationships, your dreams, and everything that concerns your heart. Your cup will indeed overflow, not by chance, but by my design. I am rearranging your story in silence. People will leave, people will arrive, paths will shift, and in time you will realize that everything was connected to what I am building in your life. I remove what weakens your faith, and I bring near what strengthens your spirit. Do not mourn what is being released from your hands. Some chapters must truly close so that you may walk without unnecessary weight and without invisible chains. There are conversations you will no longer have, environments that will no longer fit you, situations that will no longer speak to your renewed identity. This is not loss. It is spiritual cleansing. Understand this truth deeply within you. When I remove, I am preparing to give you something greater. When I close a door, it is because another door has been built ahead of you, one that reflects your growth and your calling. When I remain silent, it is because I am shaping the precise moment of revelation. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is random. Every shift is part of a divine construction you will one day thank me for. Trust not only in what you see, but in what I am orchestrating beyond sight. Trust my timing, trust my pruning, trust my perfect alignment. The time has come for you to lift up your eyes and see beyond what your emotions tell you. I cause water to spring forth where once there was only desert. I make bloom what was declared dead. I strengthen tired hands, I give firmness to trembling knees, I renew the strength of those who wait on me. They rise like eagles, run and do not grow weary, walk and do not faint. I breathe life into what was stagnant, I remove ancient burdens, I destroy invisible chains, and I set your spirit free to dream again. Yes, you will dream again. You will smile again. You will believe again without fear. For I am with you, and where my spirit dwells, there is freedom. This is the time of your turning point, the time of divine movement, the time of your spiritual and emotional harvest. You will see transformation that goes beyond what you prayed for. You will witness peace entering the places where you once felt constant war. You will step into a new season where hope is not fragile, but strong and rooted. I call forth a new beginning over your steps. I declare renewal over your thoughts. I speak life into the core of who you are. Your time in me has arrived. There is a rebuilding taking place within you, far beyond what the world can see, and deeper than what your own understanding has been able to grasp. The places in your soul that once felt fractured and abandoned are being restored with a precision that only my hands could carry out. What you called broken is receiving new structure, and what you believed had died inside you is beginning to breathe again. This is not the distant echo of a forgotten promise, nor a wish you made on days of despair. This is fulfillment. What I spoke over you in the nights when you whispered that you would not survive, what I declared over your tears when you were convinced that your story had reached its end, I am bringing into form. It will not be your strength that rebuilds you, nor your intelligence that sustains you, nor your achievements that lift you. It will be my eternal faithfulness, woven into every unseen detail of your journey, turning what once drained you into a fountain of testimony. Do not call it coincidence that you are receiving these words at this exact moment. I drew you here. I prepared your spirit to recognize what your mind once rejected. What once wounded you is about to become a sign. The seasons you labeled as wasted are being reclaimed, redeemed, and established as evidence that nothing surrendered to me is ever lost. I am removing what does not belong in the chambers of your inner life, the constant worry, the anxiety disguised as caution, the burdens you carried because you thought it was the responsible thing to do. I am bringing order where reactions ruled you, peace where storms shouted the loudest, direction where confusion stole your focus. You will not return to the instability you once normalized. You will walk with clarity because I am defining purpose where you only saw survival. I see your home, but my sight moves past what is visible. I see what no one speaks aloud. I see the silence that has settled between loved ones, the conversations that were never had, the misunderstandings that grew into walls no one knew how to tear down. I see the tensions that exist beneath polite words, the heaviness that lingers in certain rooms, the memories that shaped the atmosphere long before today. Yet I come not to judge what your humanity could not resolve. I come as the one who transforms from the inside out. I am cleansing memories stained by shame and rewriting what pain once claimed ownership over. I am turning your private battles into a testimony that will free others. Even those in your home who seem indifferent, who resist change, who look at what I am doing in you with suspicion or disbelief, they are not beyond my reach. They are being touched by my presence even when their hearts attempt to resist. My word does not return empty. Every promise I have spoken over your household will come to pass. I have not forgotten a single cry about the people you love. I have not ignored a single tear you shed behind closed doors when you asked me to heal what no one else knew was broken. I walk through the unseen corridors of your home, saturating every corner with the light of restoration. What you thought would take a lifetime to mend, I can realign in a moment. Prepare to witness change where you believed change was impossible. I have also seen every smile that hid deception, every hand that reached toward you but carried motives that were not pure. I heard conversations you never heard, and I understood every intention beneath the tone of voices that pretended to support you. You chose silence, and you believed that silence made you weak, but I tell you now, that silence was wisdom. You chose not to fight back, and you believed your restraint made you vulnerable, but I tell you now, that restraint was righteousness. I took note of every injustice you remained quiet about, and I marked every moment where you could have retaliated but instead placed your trust in me. Because of that, I have positioned myself as your shield. I am dismantling every plot that was crafted behind your back. Words spoken against you will lose their power. Plans formed in darkness will collapse before they can touch you. You will not need to argue, defend yourself, or prove your innocence. I will be your vindication. I am the voice that speaks when you are silent, the defense that stands when you step back, the justice that prevails without you lifting a finger. You have not been overlooked. You have not been unprotected. You have not been abandoned to fight battles you did not start. I am the God who sees, and nothing that was done against you escapes my eyes. I am preparing new connections for you, relationships that will not drain you, environments that will not wound you, voices that will not silence what I placed within you. I am sending you people chosen by my hand, not drawn by convenience, curiosity, or personal benefit. They will come not because of what you can give them, but because they were designed to walk with you. Some will help you remove stones that once hindered your steps. Others will support you when the weight of purpose feels heavy. And there will be those who simply remain near, not loud, not demanding, but faithful in their presence. These relationships will carry my breath, my peace, and my intention. You have known alliances rooted in envy, partnerships planted in insecurity, and connections that were never meant to remain. This time will be different. You will not have to beg for loyalty, explain your worth, or negotiate your value. The ones I send will recognize the calling I have placed upon you, and they will honor what I am building in your life. They will not fear your growth, nor resent your healing, nor sabotage your joy. They will celebrate the grace that is unfolding in you. Listen to me, beloved heart, because what I am doing within you cannot be compared to any season you have walked through before. Nothing that was said against you, nothing that was whispered to diminish your worth, and nothing that tried to stop your steps has been powerful enough to interrupt what I designed for your life long before the world ever knew your name. I saw every attempt to silence you, every strategy that arose to break your confidence, and every moment in which discouragement tried to become your identity. Yet, nothing was lost. I used what was meant for harm and transformed it into a deeper strength within you. I have made you more discerning, more grounded, more connected to my voice, and less dependent on approval that was never meant to validate what I already declared over you. I am healing your heart from past disappointments, friendships that betrayed your trust, agreements that shattered, and expectations that dissolved without explanation. You will not remain confined to what left you, nor will you build your identity around what broke you. What once felt like an unfair ending was a clearing of the ground, a necessary removal so that the new I am bringing has a place to flourish. You asked me why some relationships changed, why some connections faded with no warning, why some plans dissolved the moment you attempted to walk in them, and I am telling you now, if those things had remained, they would have slowed your growth and delayed your purpose. Even what confused you is about to make sense in a way that brings peace, not bitterness. The tears you cried were not emptiness, they were seeds. The silence you endured was not abandonment, it was instruction wrapped in stillness. And the loss you carried is now becoming a doorway to abundance. You are receiving a higher vision, one that allows you to see not through the lens of fear, but through the certainty of promise. What I am doing in your house, in your relationships, and within your inner world is not small and it is not temporary. My presence is settling in the unseen spaces, bringing harmony where there was tension, trust where there was suspicion, and tenderness where there was distance. I am moving hearts that once seemed locked, softening words that once carried sharp edges, and dissolving walls that people built out of wounds they never knew how to heal. I will do this without confrontation, without forcing change, without chaos. My spirit moves with a calm authority that does not need noise to be effective. Where there was coldness, there will be compassion. Where there was resentment, forgiveness will walk in like a gentle wind. What looked like a permanent fracture will become the birthplace of reconciliation. Do not be anxious about those who appear indifferent or detached right now. This healing does not rely on their willingness, but on my determination. And what I have determined, no resistance can overturn. The atmosphere of your home will shift, not because everyone suddenly tries harder, but because I dwell where I am welcomed, and you have invited me to remain. I am cleansing the roots of what brought exhaustion, conflict, and misunderstanding for years. I am breaking invisible walls that divided hearts even when they stood in the same room. My peace will not be a momentary feeling, it will become the foundation upon which your future stands. You will no longer live from a place of survival, reacting to everything that tries to pull you back into who you used to be. You will not chase explanations just to be understood, nor will you waste energy trying to prove what I have already confirmed. I am your justice. I am your defense. I am your witness. I am giving you a spiritual stability that no opinion can shake and no circumstance can undo. When you speak, your words will carry weight, they will not fall to the ground or dissolve into doubt. When you walk into a room, peace will arrive with you, not because of effort, but because of the presence I have placed upon your life. What once refused to change will begin to yield. What once resisted will soften. This is not by human force or clever persuasion, but by my Spirit working in ways that exceed explanation. Stay close to me, especially now that transformation is happening beneath the surface. Even if you cannot fully see the fruit, trust the process, because it has already begun. What you planted in tears will return in joy, and not in small measure, but in overflowing fullness. This movement, this shift, this turning point you are entering will not be interrupted. I reserved this moment for you, not as a possibility, but as fulfillment. Nothing about you is a disappointment to me. There is no piece of your story that I regret. Everything has been woven into a design greater than you imagined. Everything you walked through, every valley, every silent night, every moment when you thought you would break, has been shaping you, not to survive, but to reveal my glory through your life. I am not working only to bring visible blessings or outward changes, though you will see them, but I am transforming you from the inside out. I am shaping your character, strengthening your mind, and maturing your spirit so you can hold without collapsing what I am placing in your hands. I do not give a blessing so that it becomes a burden, I equip you to sustain what comes. This is why some doors took longer to open. This is why some prayers seemed delayed. This is why some answers appeared silent for a time. I have been forming wisdom in you, creating a deeper foundation, allowing you to grow roots that storms cannot rip out. I am teaching your heart what peace feels like when it remains, not when everything is perfect, but when you know you are held. The agreements we form now, the whispers I speak into you, will not fade with passing emotion. They will become unshakable truth, written on the deepest part of your spirit. I am giving you discernment that cuts through confusion and shows you what is real and what is temporary illusion. I am placing serenity within you that does not depend on outcomes. I am stabilizing your emotions so you are no longer ruled by impulses or past patterns. You will not be trapped in cycles you have already outgrown. You will not repeat chapters one have already closed. What I am building in you is lasting, steady, and whole. You will not lose what I give you, because I will teach you not only to receive, but to steward, protect, and multiply what is placed in your care. You will know when to move and when to be still, when to speak and when silence is victory. Your decisions will no longer come from fear or pressure, but from a peace that speaks with clarity. This peace is not fragile, it is a compass. It will guide you even when logic cannot explain the path. You will sense my direction not as a demand, but as a certainty, a gentle knowing that settles deep in your being. I am preparing you not only to overcome, but to build, to plant, to establish, and to lead. Blessing without wisdom becomes a weight, but blessing with wisdom becomes legacy. and I am forming legacy within you. I am training your senses to recognize the season you are in, the opportunities that are from me, the doors that disguise themselves as delays, and the exits that appear as disappointments but are actually protection. You will walk with a renewed confidence, not arrogance, but alignment. You will navigate relationships, responsibilities, and visions with clarity. I am removing confusion from your steps and exhaustion from your efforts. You will not fight battles that are not yours. You will not carry burdens you were never assigned. You will stand in what is yours with grace, not striving. You will watch me complete what I began, not by your strength, but through your surrender and trust. What is ahead of you is not a continuation of old pain. This is a new chapter, a new breath, a new rhythm. I am restoring laughter, restoring connection, restoring the ability to dream without fear of disappointment. You will create from healing, not from survival. You will love from security, not from need. You will rise, not as someone trying to prove worth, but as someone already convinced of it. I will show you that nothing was wasted. I will show you that I was present in every step, even when you could not feel me, even when you thought you had failed. You did not fail. You grew. You learned. You became. The story is not ending in loss, it is unfolding in fullness. And the glory of what comes next will testify that I was working all along. They will feel like a gentle current guiding you rather than a storm you must survive. You will not need to beg anyone to stay, nor will you need to convince anyone of your worth. This time, those who enter your life will recognize the treasure within you because I have prepared their hearts in advance. They will come to strengthen you, to walk beside you, and to help you gather the harvest that is already ripening in your life. I am placing allies around you, people who will not feel threatened by your calling or envious of your growth. They will celebrate your victories, carry you in prayer when you feel weak, and remind you of your identity when the voices of the world try to make you doubt. Some relationships have already begun to shift, and others will soon fade, not because of rejection, but because they cannot go where I am leading you next. Their purpose in your life was real, but it was temporary, and you must release what I have not chosen to remain. Do not cling to what is being removed, for separation is not punishment, it is alignment. I am clearing your atmosphere, making room for new blessings to breathe around you. You are stepping into a season that requires clarity, energy, and focus. What is ahead is too significant for you to carry unnecessary weight. I am not asking you to walk alone. I am preparing those who will walk this new chapter with you. I go before you, beloved. I am leveling the ground and opening doors before your feet ever reach them. Soon, you will be faced with decisions, and you will know exactly what to choose. Not because you analyzed every possibility, but because my peace within you will speak louder than every fear. My peace will remove confusion and silence hesitation. It will sit in your spirit like a still river, and you will say, "This is the way," and I will walk in it. You will not chase opportunities in desperation. You will not run after what is already yours. What belongs to you will be drawn to you, not by force, but by divine design. Even where you cannot see movement, I am working behind the scenes, aligning timing, preparing hearts, and arranging circumstances. Nothing is stagnant, everything is shifting into place. What once looked forgotten is returning with strength. What seemed impossible is awakening with new life. I am giving you stability where you once felt unsure. I am placing purpose where confusion once lived and filling empty spaces with joy again. This will not be a momentary shift or a brief breath of relief. It will be the beginning of a long season of balance and fullness. You will see my hand so clearly that you will no longer doubt that I have been with you since the very beginning. Nothing in your story has been wasted. Nothing in you has been a mistake. Even your moments of weakness were part of a divine training that shaped your endurance and compassion. Every fall taught you humility. Every loss taught you dependence. Every silent season drew you closer to my voice. You have not been failing, you have been forming. What looked like defeat has become the foundation for everything I am building now. Your story is not a list of failures. It is a sacred sequence of lessons that prepared you for this moment. I am rebuilding you from the inside out. My work does not begin with what others can see, but with what only I can touch, the deep root of the soul. Where insecurity once lived, I am planting confidence. Where fear once controlled you, I am establishing courage. Where confusion once clouded your mind, I am giving discernment that cannot be shaken. You will no longer react from wounded places, you will respond from wisdom. You will no longer move from anxiety, you will move from alignment. I have seen every night you lay awake, wrestling with worry, trying to untangle thoughts that refuse to rest. I saw the storm inside you, and I am calming those waters now. I am quieting the voices that competed with mine. The peace I am giving you will not depend on circumstances. It will not rise and fall with the tides of life. It will remain, steady and unbreakable, a refuge in every season. When something is from me, you will feel it. It will bring rest, not pressure. It will bring clarity, not confusion. And when something is not from me, you will sense the disturbance in your spirit, and you will know to walk away. The time for running without direction is over. No more chasing opportunities out of fear. No more forcing doors that I never asked you to open. What belongs to you will come, not because you pursued it in panic, but because I have aligned the timing. You will not miss what is yours. You will not lose what I have ordained. I am orchestrating connections, conversations, and divine appointments that will lead you into fulfillment. You may not see all the pieces yet, but everything is moving into alignment. My plan is perfect. There are no delays without purpose. There are no detours without instruction. While I prepare what is ahead, I am also rearranging what surrounds you. I am removing what is shallow to make room for what is genuine. Relationships not rooted in truth will not survive this new season, and you must not be saddened when some begin to walk away. Release them with peace. I am not taking anything valuable from you. I am protecting you from what would have hindered your purpose. Those who remain in your life will be those whose hearts beat in the same direction I have prepared for you. They will not walk ahead of you or behind you, but beside you. I am raising voices that will build you up, not tear you down. People who will speak life when doubt tries to silence your faith. They will see the greatness I have placed within you and will not question it. They will not shrink from your calling nor compete with your anointing. They will help you carry what I am entrusting to you. They will be bridges, not barriers. They will be clarity, not confusion. You are not stepping into isolation, you are stepping into alignment. I am bringing you into a circle that reflects my heart for you. A community that will sharpen your spirit, encourage your steps, and strengthen your faith. Do not fear the changes taking place. I am behind every shift. I am guiding every departure. I am breathing life into every new beginning. And beloved, understand this, nothing was taken from you that was meant to remain. Nothing is ending that I cannot replace with greater purpose. I will not allow anything you need to walk into your destiny to be lost. Every relationship connected to your calling will endure. Every connection assigned to your purpose will grow. You will recognize them, not by their appearance, but by the peace they carry and the fruit they produce. For this next chapter, you will not be surrounded by voices that drain you, but by souls who deepen you. You will not be walking through doors alone. I will be with you, and I am bringing those who are meant to walk beside you. So breathe. Rest. Trust the process I am unfolding over your life. You are being prepared, positioned, and protected. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are aligned with my timing, and my timing is always perfect. I am leading you forward, and nothing, not fear, not loss, not the past, can stop what I have set in motion. This is your new beginning, and you will not walk it alone. For I, the one who called you, will be faithful to complete what I started in you. And what is coming will make you grateful for everything that had to leave. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.